Hello world and welcome back to Factorio, where we have got the very most utterly basic stuff set up. We are doing some pretty simple science at the moment. What I really want to do though is get all this cleaned up. I mean, I have all this space up here to work with. It's just about getting the initial resources set, but what I really need is some kind of like main bus so I can get all the resources where I need them to be. Otherwise I'm just going to end up with, well, do you remember the last series, if you watched the last series, where it just ended up being a mess all over the place, bit higgledy-piggledy there, bit over there, bit in the middle, and yeah, it just wasn't good. Just wasn't good, and I need to be able to address that issue. So what I will do is I'll consider working on that. What are we actually producing right now? We're producing cogs. Once I'm producing plenty of these, plenty of belt. It looks like I'm pointing to the cogs. I'm gonna get something that produces belt. And once I'm producing the belts, I'll figure out how I'm setting up a main bus. I'm no expert at this by any means, but I think it'd be interesting. So we've got all this, and what's it producing? It's just producing the science, okay? The science is being fed into the machines. What I need to do is I need to filter some of this off, don't I? In fact, what I really need to do is get some more of these set up so that they're producing even more cogs and shit. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to first pick up some resources because I'm going to need them. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. Right, do it with an inserter, but we could also do it with a splitter. Let's split this off and feed it back. And in here, what we'll do is we will produce some belt. So we'll produce. Okay, so we've done that research. Anything else I can do? Steel processing, automation 2. Yes, let's go for it. We don't need a huge whole shit ton of science, so we can do that. What I should do is I should do another one. I can even this out, like this. See how that evens out nicely? Yeah, I know, right? And then another splitter here. Like that. And I'm getting half the resources. Might take a while to catch up. But yes, and then feed this back around. Boom. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome sauce. I mean, that should more or less even it out, shouldn't it? He says, in theory. In practice, it might be something completely and utterly different, right? So now that we've got that, we are going to build an assembly machine, and we're going to put it here, and we're going to produce things and stuff. Yeah, things and stuff. Everything the growing boy needs. Right, we're going to put that there, and we're going to put this one here. You're going to produce belt. It's not the not the best setup, not by a long way, but it's a start. It's definitely a start. Right, we've got an iron chest. Let's place the iron chest. Let's place it there and have the output here, like that. There we go. So that's going to start producing belt, possibly fairly quickly. It's a fairly quick affair. It's just waiting on. Oh, it's got the cogs. You got the cogs. Why would you wait? Huh. Go figure. Yeah, that'll start producing belt at a fairly rapid pace, and I have plenty of inventory to do some of my own. And what I think I'll do is I'll feed the resources up here. So we're going to want to extract this, aren't we? Should we start extracting the uranium and then just put it in a chest for now? Yes, I think we should. I think we probably should. Let's grab some of this. There we go. Right, so we're going to want... Where are you? Where are the drills? Where are the drills going? Right, electric mining drill. How many drills are going to fit there? Let's build one and do some ghost imaging with it. It's going to take a while. It always takes a while. I don't know why it's so bloody slow. Right, so you're pretty much full up almost now. I feel like that could be better sorted. Right, let's just feed the shit out of this. There we go. There we go. Now it's doing it. Now you're having it. Have it. Have it. Just fill that belt up. Then it'll gradually accrue in there, and it just gets this saturated so my belt making machine can keep making friggin' belts. It's hard work, but someone's got to do it. There we go. Pretty much full. Isn't it nice? Isn't it pretty? Right, so that's doing its thing. Right, now you... What's going to be the best layout for this? That covers... Oh, wow, we've done already. Okay. We need... What do we want? We cannot do any of these because it requires the green science, so we're not that advanced yet. Steel would be a nice thing to have. Steel's useful. If we put... one there, another one there, one there, and then another one there. Okay. Then have belt feeding down. Don't need that one, do I? To here. And then... What else do I need? I need that. Let's produce... So we're going to need four of these things. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it build. Let it build. Let it build. Put that one there. And then we need another chest. We need a chest, guys. We need a chest. And we'll come back to this. We're also going to need power. What good is it if there is no power? And I got the power. Actually, that's the wrong place to place that. I should put it there, and then there, because then everything's powered, and we're feeding off the uranium. There you go, and there you go. Is that right? Is that the way it works? Do you not drill that? Well, you do, but you just got nowhere to put it. Wait. Oh, okay, it needs sulfuric. I did not know that. I've never played this game with uranium before. Apparently you need sulfuric acid to get the uranium out. Well, that's something to work on at a later time then. Right, let's just get rid of all of this. Yeah, you can't be mined by hand because it requires sulfuric acid. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we've done that. Oh, yeah, I also learned about the power. This setup is horribly, horribly wrong. So, let's just fix that, shall we? I mean, they're producing, but they're not at maximum performance, so it is essentially a waste of resources. And we don't want to be wasting resources. No, we do not. We do not. So, I've had a look at a few layout designs, and I've seen some that kind of inspire confidence that I might be able to achieve something. Right, let's build a few more pipes. Probably a couple more boilers as well. Where are we? Is it boiler? Yeah. Couple of boilers. So apparently the ratio is now 2 to 1, which is interesting to my mind. Certainly something we can enjoy doing. Right, let's just put this in there, and then where are we? There we are. There and there, like that. And apparently, what that lets you do is, oh no, it's not quite the way I'd hoped. All right. I was led to believe that would create a gap, but it doesn't actually create a gap, does it? I've got them too close together, that's why. Ah, fine. I need to... Oh, crap. I need to think about things. What else do we have? Yeah, let's do military research. We'll do that. Let's... steam engine, there and there. And then... What I need is... More boiler. Is there anywhere I can fit a steam engine? That's a steam engine? Yeah. Just won't fit with that lot there, will it? There's just no way it'll fit. Hang on a minute. Let's just get rid of these. I know we're affecting our electricity output at this point, but... fit anywhere, will it? We're definitely going to need that, and we're definitely going to need that. Crap, I've done them wrong. Right, there and... there. You don't need them there, do you? You could put them there, and it covers both. You know? That to me makes sense. How about... I can't put anything anywhere. That'd fit there, but then one wouldn't fit there. So what you need is... Potentially this. If I put that... Crap, where's it gone? If I put that there now, powers all of them, and it just creates a gap here. So we do that. See how that works? It definitely works. Right, more power to you guys. Let's put it there. We do need to hook it up to the entire system. What's wrong with you? Ah, no, right. What's wrong with you? You got nothing, no power being fed, no power, no fuel being fed into you, right? And we can basically, I think, repeat this pattern. If we just do that, and then that. Crap, I'm doing it wrong again. I don't keep doing it wrong, right? Heavy armor. Yes, I want armor. Where's my boiler? There it is. If I do that there like that, okay, and then put one there like that, I think that's gonna be the best way to do it, isn't it? Yeah. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Apparently they're not hooked up now, which is unfortunate. Alright. So that system isn't foolproof. Maybe I need a bigger thing. Pull with a wider range. Oh, we're going to be building it this way anyway. Let's just deal with this. Steam engine. No, not steam engine we want. It's the boiler. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say boiler that we want. Got the pipe. There you go. It's being fed. Yeah, I've no doubt that there's better ways of doing this. There you go. And I have no doubts that people will tell me. I mean, if you're aware of the better way of doing it, especially, I imagine, the gentleman who pointed out to me, I should thank you, but I can't remember what name you used, who pointed out to me that this new ratio, you saved me a lot of trouble, which I appreciate. Right, we are now producing a shit ton of power. And there will be biters setting up somewhere soon, I imagine. We are producing enough pollution to, I think, lure them in. So maybe what I should be researching is gun turrets. Have I got gun turrets? Can I build gun turrets? I believe I can build gun turrets. Where are we? That's the wrong thing. Right, where are we? I can indeed build gun turrets. Should get some laid out down here and start producing some weapons. Oh well. Right, we're going to need... Yes, belts. We have beltage. So, I'm going to have things fed onto a belt, a bus, I think, leading up this way. Because this is where we have the most space. I mean, look at the room we've got here. We've got all the room in the world. And I think I'm going to... See, I've seen designs for this as well. I've taken great inspiration from plenty of other people. So if I just do this... no, I don't want to be taking up that. I want to leave room there for the things that we end up producing. So, there's the perfect space. Now this, to evenly distribute it, as I recall, if I'm recalling correctly, you need to be fairly clever. You're going to need a bunch of these. I've run out of copper. Alrighty then. Put that back. Gonna need more copper. Give me copper. Now this is going to be an awful lot of trial and error, guys, by the way. I mean, I'm going to constantly say this. I'm no expert. So if you see me doing something horrifically wrong, please point it out. I would like to fix it. If you tell me how to fix it, I will fix it. I love that kind of feedback because it helps me learn the game. How are we doing for power? That's production. That's production, not power. We are producing way more than we need, so that's good. That's progress. See how this belt's saturated, but this one isn't. I'll go figure. Oh, steam engines as well. Oh well. Right. So. Got this going on here. If I recall correctly, we're going to need some resources to practice with. So we will practice with the steel. Well, with the iron plates. So what I'm going to need to do is get the iron fed up this way. We will try and fully saturate the belt. Help if this was set up properly as well, wouldn't it? Because that is not the best way to set this up. Oh, we'll come back to that anyway. Yeah, we'll practice with the iron belts. There is that. There is that. Okay. So, if I put a splitter in... Nah, it's not going to work, is it? I will need to move that, and I will need to move this. Let's put them a bit closer. Just a bit closer, just there. You know, just gives me a bit more room to work with. There we go. And you can have all of that back, apart from a couple of stacks. Well, I say a couple. 3, and then if I split here. There we are. Let's put that back. I can put that back where it was originally, because it turns out I didn't need to move it. There we go. And then from here, I can feed it up to there. So if I do this... So you see me genuinely experiment now. You're going to be impressed with the epic fail I demonstrate at some point. But yes, yes, the fun, the fun, the fun, the fun. Right, so if I feed it in this way, ultimately all this is going to be moved, and I'm going to have rows and rows of furnaces feeding up this way. So this will be gone, and this will extend down this way. But for now, whilst I'm experimenting, right, we are going to... Oh, God, we've done it. Right, any turret research I can do? No. It's literally just military research I can do at this point. Fluid band handling. Yes, we're going to need that. Maybe not the most pressing of issues, but we're going to need it. Right, so... we are going to need more of these. We're going to need more of these. We're going to need more of everything. Let's get some more belt as well whilst we're here. Give me belt! There we are. Never have too much belt. Okay, so... You're going to split off in this direction. And then there's going to be... That's not going to be the purest way of doing it, is it? That's not going to lead to a fully saturated belt. So it's not going to split evenly, right? Not really, no. It's going to end up favouring one over the others. But, I can work it out. I'll work it out when I need to. For now, that is good enough for me. That's definitely good enough for me. Right, so, with that being fed up here, I'm just going to need ways to split it off evenly. I'm going to move this production up this way. So we're going to have a thing up here, siphoning it off and feeding a factory that does gear wheels. So how do I split this off in even measure? Let me just briefly consult my notes. So, as I understand it, this mechanism here is a way of extracting a full amount, a fully saturated lane, and it leaves it balanced on the output as well. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is how you balance all the inputs. It doesn't look too great right now because I went nuts with it in the first place. But yes, it's not too bad, is it? And we can certainly remedy a bit of this. Maybe that is in the wrong place. Yeah, to make sure these are always fully working, what you do is you sort of, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because 12 will fully saturate one side. These working together could saturate one belt, and these could saturate another. So what I would do is, halfway down the line, which is here, is split it off, like this. Boom. And that'll keep it completely full, and then just sort of feed this one along in parallel. But of course that then means that you end up needing to do this a lot, which is, well, I won't say it's ridiculously expensive, but it costs resources. And this is probably going to need to be on the other side now. Because the way I've done that. Because I've got this here, I want to feed it into that. So, yeah, it's like that. Now it'll feed evenly into all of this, and it should help things out a little bit. But now if I want to siphon some of this production off, what I need to do is... I could do it here, couldn't I? I mean, that makes the most sense. Do it right here, just where it needs to be. See, I'm not good at all the forward planning, but I do get there kind of eventually. It's not too far out of the way, is it? Nah, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so now the production is feeding evenly into that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it in like that as well. Just make sure it's all fully saturated. Well, in theory, even if I'm just feeding one in, it should, yeah, well, in theory, it should even it out. We'll see how it turns out. Right, so up here, what I wanted to do was give us that production. Right, so there is that, and I want to produce a shit ton of cogs. So I'm going to build a few factories now. Well, a few I call them factories. They're assembling machines, right? I'm going to build 5 of them in a line. As far as I know, it works on the principle of 1 in, 1 out. Let's have a look. How does it work? Is that 2 iron plates? So 2 iron plates to 1 cog, I think maybe 2 to 1. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I have plenty of resources on me. All the bloody iron. Let's just put a whole bunch of that back in and take out a couple of stacks again. Right, I am going to build that. I'm going to replace that with... I've got fast inserters now, so it makes sense to use them, I think. Right, get a couple of them as well. Might create another one there for copper feeding up, and then have them sort of running side by side, because that would kind of be the point. And then what I can do is all my copper, well, all my iron stuff down this side, all my copper stuff up this side, feed them into the main bus. I mean, this bus might end, I might end up making this mixed. You know, you can get it going up half on one side, half on the other. Now, I'll stick with 4x4, because then I can just feed off as much as I want, and I can just run all the way up the map. Just all the way up the map, just ridiculously all the way up the map. Right, so if we put this one here, maybe, like this. Maybe I'd be better on the other side, because I've got more room that way, haven't I? Yeah, we'll do it on the other side. So otherwise I'm going to be pinned in by that, which is unfortunate. Right, so we'll start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome sauce. There we go. Now, if my logic is sound, which it usually isn't, this whole thing should work exactly as intended. Famous last words, eh? Right, we are going to get some more fast inserters. Right, you are going to belong to this down here. Like that. There we go. Go nuts. Absolutely nuts. See, fast inserters require those. So, there we are. We will be using up the additional thing. The fast inserters require slow inserters, you see, so there's that to consider. Right, and you're going to produce cogs, you're going to produce cogs, you're going to produce cogs, you're going to produce more cogs, and you're going to produce cogs. Okay, so in yours feed. Not the perfect layout, but what do we care? It works, and that's enough. That's good enough for me. Okay, so you're going to come out. And you're going to feed further on this way, I think. Cogs aren't a major resource, and, you know, we're not really limited at this point by the length of our things, so we could essentially just have this entire thing, this entire road dedicated to red science. Yeah, it'd probably make sense. So that's fully saturated now. Actually, what does red science require? Copper and iron wheels. So we're gonna need a copper bus up this side, aren't I? Alright, well let's work on that then. Let's work on getting the copper fed up this way. We are going to need, what are we gonna need? We're gonna need these things. We're gonna need a shit ton of these. Right, let's just take all of them. There you go. Just all of them. Just get them out there. Right, and we are gonna require some of them. We're gonna require more. 5, 10, 5. I've run out of iron. Typical. Just can never have enough iron. What am I producing first? Splitters, right, a couple of them. Okay, so we're going to have the copper run exactly side by side with this. Be careful of the uranium. Is there any more uranium nearby? I don't think there is there? So we're going to need to leave that uncovered. Fine. Well, what we can do is we can run the copper up this side. Just run it parallel. Yeah, we'll run it in parallel. So, we want to leave a bit of room to extract from here. We can do that up the middle, can't we? If need be, we can always adjust our bus. Or I could just be sensible and... I mean, it looks like I'm going to be obstructing expansion of this, but that's all eventually going to be moved this way anyway and run horizontally like that. That's just to get copper going. I could have planned ahead a bit better, probably. Right, so we're about... Yeah, here'll do. That'll do. And then split, and then to about there, I think. Like that. Okay. And then that in the middle. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. And we'll get to see exactly how well this works. We will, because, well, reasons. Because we're going to feed in one copper thing. Yeah, one copper feed belt, this. Let's just, for the time being, split that. Right, and we are going to need the means to duplicate this, like that. So I feed that in that way. And that should... Oh, no, that's wrong. That should even it out. Like that. There we go. And then put in there. See how that does. Does that even it out? Yeah, it does. Look at it go. Okay, so that comes along like this. Well, we needed the copper for the science, didn't we? So we need to feed the copper along here. So the copper is going to require one of these belt things. One of these. So we need to work from the other side. So if I assume the copper is going to come in this way. Like this. There to there. See how well that works? Okay, so that's been fed in that way. Let's just... I'm going to just draw this straight up so I've got a point of reference. Okay, that's going to come off that way like that. So I'm going to need... That's the outermost layer, isn't it? So I'm going to need it to do this, I think. Yes, like that. Put that in there. So is this pattern just one further down? So I'm just basically copying that. When I can actually build blueprints, this is going to be so much easier. Right, so. Go there like that. Go there like that. Both of you guys require one of them. Like that. And then like that. Up you come. So if we want more copper, we can take it places. You're going to just be like that. Okay. Yeah, that's that, isn't it? That's done. That's done. Okay. So we bring that down like that. There we go. We now got a copper bus. And I will bring them closer together as necessary. I just want to leave that free for the uranium extraction. So, let's see what how this comes out. See if it comes out even. Because it should, in theory, even out along all of this as well. There we go. Ooh, no. Only between the two. Oh, right, yeah, because, yeah, so if I then plug this one in, yeah, because it's 4, isn't it? That evens out, the mechanism here evens out across 2, not across all of them. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so there we go. Right, we are now producing. We are saturating our belts. Things are going well. Yeah, they are. Okay. So you come across this way, and I've got 2 saturated belts coming all the way off. See why I'm doing this now? See how much more... That puts more of the resources right at your fingertips? Maybe... What I need to do is have an output belt. Like this. Like that. And we're going to need some inserters. Some fast inserters, because we want to speed things up now. We're at the point in the game where speeding things up is a real benefit. Just gonna take a while to build them. I should automate that as well, shouldn't I? Should automate the production of all of that. Right, so you're producing. Oh crap! All right. Yep. Thank you. You've done that. Okay. Build. I can research that, can I? Oh no, I've just done that. Right, what else can we do for 1? We could do shotgun shell shooting, bullet shooting, bullet damage. Bullet damage would be good. We're definitely going to need to start building protection. The biters are going to start appearing soon. I'm polluting the shit out of this place. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, I'm going to want to... split it off out like this. Yeah, like that. So that way the belt just isn't completely and utterly filled. So I can keep producing, and because I don't have a second row of these yet, I can just do that rather than the fancy thing I did over here with the iron, which for some reason I always want to call steel. Go figure. Anyway, we're over here, aren't we? So let's get this thing. Yeah. Filling that. I can extend that further, can't I? Basically, this is infinitely extendable. So if I just do this, I can have 12 factories filling the thing. Probably saturate the belt, we shall see. Factory. I keep calling them factories still. There's something wrong with me, honestly. Right, and you, yeah. There we are. We get there in the end. We get there in the end. So that's doing fine. Let's just... It's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. Let's just build another one. Right there. Belt, please, if you would. Be so kind. I'd have the resources. Need more of this stuff. Fortunately, it's all right here. I'm looking at copper at the same time. Nice. Okay, it's coming along really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Works for me. Works for me, so. There we go. It's going to take a while to build all these things, but we will get there in the end. We will get there. We're going to need to place a shit ton of these. Put one there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one here. Just like that. Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I do? How did I do the iron? It's literally just that, isn't it? It's splitting it off. No, I've done that wrong. Shouldn't be like that, should it? It should be like the one over there. Should be like this. Like that. There you go. That's how it should... Right, yeah. I get there in the end. And then... If I do this... Come on, you're going to work. You're going to work. Yeah, I need to think these things through a bit more. So I have them feeding that way. And then... I have these feeding that way. All I really need to do is bring that down, clear that out, have it feeding like that, and then like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. There's a lack of symmetry there, but I think this will work. I think. Optimism. Okay. Right, you're also gonna need a thing to thing with. Yeah, I've got English, Sval, English. Yeah, there's your thing that you can thing with. An absolute mess, absolute made-up mess. Right, you're producing the wheels. You are producing them. You're producing them. You're producing them. You're producing them. You're producing them, you're producing them, you're producing them. Then it's just a case of getting the raw materials down here. So, I do this. Then we'll build another one along here like this. Okay, see how it's coming along? We're going to need to clear some of these trees. Probably also going to want to build some wall. That's something for next time. Build the wall next time, Sval. Get the wall going. There you go. It's interesting how they always pick from the nearest side. But this thing is now essentially full. So bring that along here. Down you come. Have you fed to that. And then as I cut further into this, I basically produce more science. I can bring it down at that point, because that's not going to be used for anything else. So if I bring it down for the science production, it's less expandable that way, though, isn't it? Whereas I can go essentially infinitely in any other given direction. So, might have it snake round, just to make the most of that space. It's not the most efficient layout, but it works, or rather, it will work. I think for now, we might potentially be at the end of the episode. You know, we've got this set up. We're producing more cogs. That'll end up being science production, which we can go absolutely nuts with. And then we can start moving stuff, which would be awesome. But that's something for another time, guys. Till then, take care, have fun, and ta-ra. If you enjoy my efforts to be vaguely entertaining, you can now support me on Patreon. $1, a pound, a yen, a euro, whatever you've got, whatever you can spare, all helps. Over 1 million fed. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra.